What about my love? Wasn't it enough? Just let me know.
What are our feelings on the new Jaguar Stadium concept?
Where's the pool? Where is the pool?
That's what I'm saying. I need to know where the pool is.
We need to know where the pool is.
We need to know where the pool is.
We did not just make a whole Discord voice chat for them not to have the pool in the new stadium.
Right? Yeah, that was bad timing on our part, on my part.
Your part,
because I made that. But yeah, I saw it was a like projected of what it would look like for the Florida Georgia game. So not only are you taking away the pools, now you're affecting the world's largest cocktail party, bro. What are you doing to me, Jax?
Bro, before I get into it, let me just go around the horn.
I'm about to say, yeah, Dante.
Hayden, what's your official thoughts other than the pool is not there? Because who knows if there's not a pool here? They didn't show all the nitty gritty details, but they showed enough.
They showed enough. It just feels like they're trying to copy the Rams and the Raiders. That's what I'm getting vibes of. Because I could see both stadiums, the roof of the Rams, the dome of the walls of the Raiders. Like, that's all I see is the Rams and the Raiders stadium combined.
I agree.
And they're thinking they can get a bunch of people to flash. It's like, be original, be unique. Look at Minnesota. That stadium ain't pretty, but it's unique at least. The Rams is unique. The Raiders unique. Like, all these new stadiums have their own vibe. They're not copying off of anyone's. Mercedes-Benz, unique. And then you just got the Jags. Just copying other people's homework. They're like in the class, hey, let me get your answers. Okay. Let me get your answers. Yeah. That's what I see from the stadium.
I have a lot to say, but let's say if any of you guys can even scratch the surface of the things I'm going to say. But Sor, how'd you feel?
I'm trying to look at, see if I can find other stuff, pull up, because I don't remember everything off the top of my head. But I definitely do agree. Yeah, that to me just screams sci-fi. This also looks like something you would see in a sci-fi movie, like, Men in Black. Like, I feel like the silver part of the dome up top, I feel like that's just gonna detach and just fly away and turn into a spaceship. And let's be real, there's not going to be a lot of these fans in the stadium here.
No. If you don't got the pool, they ain't showing up.
I mean, like, I can. Okay, you took a picture with somebody pointing, doesn't make any sense. But, like, I can see what they were going for with some of the stadium stuff. The glass to, kind of combat the Florida heat, but also, like, y'all are in Florida. Y'all already know about the Florida heat. Why are we just not trying to combat this? You had to combat it with the pool. That was the main reason why most of the people came to your stadium. It's like everybody's trying to go with the new big modern look versus. I mean, look at what the Titans are doing. How much was this, and how much was the Titans stadium again?
I got what? Okay, now I gotta look.
I don't know if they were close to similar, but I mean, like. It's just a lot of copycat and just trying to go with a new modern look. And you also know, especially with this being a brand new shiny stadium, being like the future is now. What's the over-under of this being the Super Bowl in the next couple of years? Give it 5 years, Super Bowl going into
It'll be the first year it comes up. It'll be
straight up.
They do it every single time. Because they're going to want to, even if the Jaguars suck, they're going to want to show off their brand new toy.
Yeah, it's going to be for the Titans to show off their brand new toy. And then the Jags are going to get theirs after the Titans. And then that's going to be the Super Bowl. So, yeah.
It irritates me.
It's a cojones measuring contest at this point now.
Sora, to answer your question, 2.1 billion is the Titans projected.
Okay, that's what I had thought. But
Vic, what you think, man?
It's a cojones measuring contest now at this point.
I agree.
Vic, you're muted.
You're muted.
Vic?
Still muted.
Hold up.
No!
But as Big figures this out, I'm looking.
Pollution finally got him.
They got him. But well, Big figures this out. I'm looking at
What
the.
happened?
I don't know.
Hold on. Let's see if I can fix it for him.
Vic,
Vic, can you talk?
Vic.
We heard him earlier. I don't know what happened.
Fact.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
We can hear
yes.
you now a little bit.
I think it's off your computer and not your mic though.
Nah, it shows us off my mic.
No, okay, now we hear you.
Oh
better.
no, you're good. You're good now. You're good.
You're
now.
good.
Good?
That's,
Yeah.
Yep, that's all that matters. We got it.
All right, listen. I came back from the multiverse, and I just got to tell y'all, I don't know why everyone's so poo-poo, why everyone's so down. Listen, for years, what was the one thing everyone was complaining about? Oh, we don't take football seriously. Look it, we got a pool. Everyone comes for the pool. They don't come from the games. So now that the Jaguars are finally taking things seriously, they have a modern stadium. And by the way, that stadium looks fly. It reminds me of Flight of the Navigator, the day the Earth stood still type look. I love it.
That's what I was saying. It's a SoFi stadium or a sci-fi.
Hey, but that's the thing. That's the look that's coming out now with what architecture is. Before, when we had stadiums, what did we all have? Those corny ass looking domes. Minnesota. Who else? Detroit. They all kind of look the same. Atlanta at the time, everyone had the same looking stadium if you had a dome. But now, this is the new type of, style that they have out there. I love it. I like the glass look. I like how it looks like, in the projections. And one of the big things you talked about, how Sora said, oh, there's no one going to be there. That's one of the reasons why you changed to this new look, because you want to attract more fans, because the Jaguars don't really have good fans coming through to the games all the time. They're blacked out a lot of the time. This is something to bring the fans in. This is something to change for the organization. Dante, I don't know why you're upset. It looks like the Khan family is finally doing things to make things better for the team, and the fan base is doing everything to resist it.
Here's the thing.
I think I read it was like 64. It would seat 64 to 71,000.
I don't remember all the details.
Hey,
And neither did I want to look all the details up. I know y'all are just waiting for me to explain.
They don't have to go over. They don't have to do big. They don't have to go over going 120,000. We don't need all that. We know what we are. We know in Jacksonville, our highest goal is to get to 80,000. We're good with that, and that's not bad.
Yeah, okay, Vic. But to your point, though, I'm not mad that they're going for a new stadium. I think they should. But it's like looking at these other like projected like new stadiums. I looked up Tennessee. I know the Bills are getting one too. They have their own unique touch to it. Like Tennessee's does not look like they're copying homework from Vegas and LA. Same with Buffalo. Like, I'm not opposed to getting a new stadium unless you're the Packers. You get rid of Lambeau Field. All right. But it's like,
I think a lot of people are right. Let's be real.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the city of Green Bay will right. But it's like, add your own touch to it. That's all.
But it is their own touch, because when you look at SoFi and you look at where the Raiders are playing now, they're two different kind of stadiums.
Yeah.
They look different. But when you look at this one's more innovative, because SoFi kind of like, if you look at it from the back end, it's more like a netting. When you get closer, you find out it's more like a netting. When you're looking at this one, it's straight through. To me, I think it looks neat. I think it looks, innovative. I like the look. It looks sleek. I don't know why anyone would be upset with it.
I'm not opposed.
Hold up.
Oh, Cook.
Hold up. Documents about the proposed renovations obtained by First Coast News revealed a 50-50 cost-sharing breakdown, with taxpayers paying between $875 million to more than $1 billion. You're telling me my tax money's going towards this stadium?
Well, if I could just say something, that 50-50 deal is a whole lot better than most of these other stadiums, which are going to 75 to 80% of the taxpayers paying for it.
Jackson, I'm paying for this stadium?
You got to give credit to the Khan family, because they're a family that, they own multiple teams, even across, the pond. They have their soccer teams. But the one thing they're known about is they don't put much money back into their investment. And they're doing it now with the Jaguars. I'd be happy if I'm a Jaguars fan.
Nah, hold up. We're about to see Sora go down to Jacksonville with a riot sign, keep the stadium.
I better get
just marching around it.
I better get half price tickets off if I'm paying for the stadium.
Bro, first of all, Sora, you live in Florida. Let me tell you how this works. Let me tell you a story before we even jump into the Jaguars thing. This is my grandma from North Carolina, right? They wanted to build a AAA baseball team in Winston-Salem. Right now it's Winston-Salem Dash, but they're proposing to bring like an MLB team to North Carolina, and it was going to be around that area. So everybody proposed together. They said, "Hey, we're going to raise the taxes this year on everything that you buy, right? By what? 0.25%. 0.25%.
Right.
So what would be that if you spend $1, how much would that be? 25 cents, right? No, it wasn't 25. It was 0.5. It was 5 cents. That's what it was. 5 cents for every dollar, right? She said, heck no. So she was part of the people that had a right to say, yes, bring the team here or no. They said, we're literally going to do this for a year and see where we are, maybe reevaluate, maybe a more like a proposed 3-month period after that to get the team, to get the stadium built. All the proceeds are going to go to that. And then they had this big plan that said, once we bring this team in, it's going to garner so much revenue for the city and the state and all this other stuff, right? She said, heck no, I don't want to spend a nickel more. It was, to me, I understand it adds up, but like,
Listen,
like, come on, man, come on.
Hey, had good reason
I
to deny
respect
that.
it.
Yeah, because listen, and people who know that have casinos popping up everywhere now, they know that issue where they're promised the world and they're promised not to pay much on school taxes. When the casino comes in, it's, see, the way my bank account works is I got to check it in the savings. They give you one of those lines.
No,
Well,
I can agree. Not a nickel more. Nay. No sir, Bob.
All right, so to get back to the topic at hand here, I hate this because first of all,
Come on.
how difficult of the stadium is going to be to clean. It's chrome. Who's cleaning this?
Hey, bro, I feel
So
bad.
are you
for
going to
the
go clean
janitor.
it?
Are my tax dollars out of this, bro? Am I getting paid?
Well, you brought up something that it brings in. Now we're going to have some jobs. Brings in more jobs.
So that's first of all, who's cleaning it? Second of all, I agree. The concept, on a real note, the concept is way too similar to.
It pours.
Exactly.
This screams SoFi Stadium to me so much. When I looked at it, I was like, what are they doing? Why is this a new render of SoFi Stadium? You already have it. So that was the second thing. But the inside looks totally different than SoFi Stadium, so I'm cool with it. It doesn't matter what it looks like on the outside. It matters what it looks like on the inside and the playing conditions and all that. I don't understand if people are trying to do like this, we can close it off and, you know, it's not going to rain if we don't want it to. They don't have to fight the elements. The cool thing about being at some of these stadiums, like we were at Lincoln Financial Field last year, is sweating our tails off watching the game. Do we care about the heat? No, but it was just nice knowing that we had a nice outside stadium and we was all sweating together and we all had to take
There's
about 3
also
showers
tradition and
when we got home.
history involved.
Well, let's keep it 100. After 8 o'clock, it started getting cooler.
Yeah. The other thing is like you're going and already telling the fans we're a winning organization by building a brand new stadium. We've done this so many times with jerseys. We literally have changed our jerseys 1, 2, 3 times in like the past 15 years. Think about that. 3 times in the last 15 years. Actually,
What?
yeah, 3 times since our original jersey. It's absolutely crazy to me. When you do stuff like that, I understand that you're trying to bring hype to the city. You're trying to bring hype to the fans. You're trying to bring a new culture or build a new culture by changing all the little intricacies. But like, this is like getting the gifts when you've been a badass kid all year for Christmas. Like literally, this is what it's like. Oh, you wanted a bike and a PlayStation 5? Bet. We poor as hell, but it's gonna be under the tree at Christmas. That's exactly what this is like to me as a fan, because I feel like, wow, we're getting a brand new shiny thing, and we probably could have some success up until this thing gets built. So maybe I'm speaking out of term, but I'm just saying with the concept and everything, you're getting people hype, and we could be butt cheeks for the next 5 years until this thing does get built. But it's cool. We got a brand new stadium. See, and then the owner's like, see what I did for y'all? That's my feeling for this is like, I want us to have success and then move into the brand new stadium. Kind of like what the Rams did when they redid everything. They went to a Super Bowl before SoFi Stadium was actually built. And they had hype going into almost every single year with Todd Gurley and then being at a Super Bowl. And then finally, when they got SoFi Stadium, they got to the Super Bowl and they won that joint the year after. So it was like, wow, we see the fruits of our labor. Unfortunate for them last year that they had a down year, but still there's, they brought the new jerseys out while they had the new stadium. So I'm afraid of a couple things. I'm afraid that this is just going to make the fans more mad and give us a scapegoat situation where we're going to talk about if we suck. We're out here building new stadiums instead of building our team, first of all. The other thing that I think is going to be a scapegoat situation or kind of pulling the veil over our eyes is like, well, we might suck, but what if the ticket prices and like all the good concerts come here and everything? And Shaka Khan's gonna be like, well, see what I did for y'all, bringing all the good concerts and everything. And like, what does this have to do with our football team being good in the future? Nothing.
Well, as already mentioned though, or as I mentioned, you still got annual Florida Georgia game. That's annual. It's like, I mean, because in the concept art, it's like half the stadium lit up blue, the other half red. Like, listen. We made this fancier. We know it's an annual thing. And even in their trailer, they already showed off, concerts are going to be there. They already kind of know, there's this brand new big shiny attraction. Let's host this here. Let's host that, blah, 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 blah.
They could probably get a bowl game as well.
Well, I don't know what everything is going to look like for the players, with the locker rooms, all that. But one of the things Mark Cuban did when he took over the Mavericks is that he wanted to get the players a new facility because he wanted them to get a place where they like to be, where they want to stay, at the facilities all the time. I don't know what the facilities look like in Jacksonville now, but I'm pretty sure those players are going to get an upgrade, so that might help out their morale around the team.
If their locker rooms don't turn into a rocking chair, I don't want it.
I've never heard one time following the Jacksonville Jaguars that we have really bad facilities. Like, I almost lost my mind when they were talking about making the stadium that we have now into an extended shopping mall or whatever it was. Like, I'm like, what are we doing, bro? Do we want? It just drives me crazy. Like, how is this helping us as a football team? It took us. The thing that drove me crazy most is like last year, we literally spent all the capital that we had to bring in all the players that we did, to Evan Ingram, to Zay Jones, Christian Kirk. Everybody, Fudakasi, all those guys. And it was great. We had success, won 9 games, got to the playoffs. This is what we were supposed to do when Urban Meyer was here. So why the sense of urgency now and not before when we probably could have had 2 years of success, or at least these players being more comfortable? What if we would have won 8 games with Urban Meyer and 11 games last year going into the AFC Championship because we had the players in place? Now we don't unveil this stuff. Who's saying that 9 games is like? I don't get it. 9 games, 1 out of 17, and a lot of people are crowning us like world beaters already and favorites when the Texans just loaded up in everywhere possible. How are they not the favorites? You know why? It's because we have Trevor Lawrence on our team.
I was going to say, you got the NFL Golden Boy.
And we're marketing
the NFL.
We're marketing the wrong people on our team. Travis Etienne, when he's healthy, he's great. I was wrong about him. Like I don't.
It's not just Trevor, because you got Doug Peterson, a Super Bowl, winning coach. That's big gravitas right there.
Mm-hmm.
Also, are we not just going to forget this is the same team where you have live footage of their owner asleep in his chair in Game 17 against the biggest game of the season? You win this game, you're in. And you've got this dude literally arms folded in his own chair, just.
To his credit, football's not really his thing. Soccer's his thing.
I mean, I get it, bro.
And wrestling.
Dante and I watched that Week 17 game. That offense wanted to put me to sleep too. But come on, bro, you the owner, man.
True.
Yeah. I mean, Burns in the chat. What do you think, Burn? Like, I mean,
I'm ready
I
for
think Burns'
Burns.
comment says it all right there.
What do
I
you
mean,
say?
again, it's just as a Jaguars fan, I'm frustrated because I want us to have success. Like, I would say this. Would you all agree with this? The Panthers have been to 2 Super Bowls.
Correct.
Barely
Yeah.
lost the first one against New England Patriots if John Casey didn't kick it out of bounds. And the second one is when Cam Newton just had a second half collapse and was a complete crybaby the whole time.
Correct.
And it was unfortunate for him because it was Peyton Manning's last year, and it was, teams usually step up when that happens, like Ray Lewis and the Ravens. So it was unfortunate for them. But at least they've been to multiple Super Bowls. If they were to say, we're going to build a new stadium in Charlotte, I would not have a problem with that because they have a way deeper history of success than we have, and we came out in the same year. Do you guys agree with that?
Yeah.
I would say the only thing, just don't do the CGI Jaguar like they did the CGI Panther. That was nightmare fuel. That was nightmare.
Please.
fuel.
What do you mean? That
Please.
was dope.
Nah, it
I was
harmed me.
down
The
with
way
that.
they did, I don't know, man. The first clip, the way they introduced it, I was like, what is this? What am I watching?
I'm still haunted to this day from it.
That's it. That CGI Panther. It
It
haunts me.
scarred me, bro. It scarred me.
But that's just our icebreaker for today. I know he spent a little bit more time on that, but we'll see. Hopefully, the saving grace about this thing is this thing's not going to be built overnight. So hopefully we have
No,
enough
I think
success.
it's at like 2028.
Yeah, so hopefully in the next 5 years we have enough success where it would be very much as a Jaguar fan to be proud of the team that we have, and I'll be damn sure to be one of the first tickets bought to be at the new stadium if that happens, because it would be really, really cool. But I have to go to an actual Jaguars game in Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Stadium because I have not been to one of those either. But seeing the location, everything that it is, they're on the water. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Where they're located. Like you
Again,
can see it
we
from the
gonna-
highway. It's cool.
We gonna find a way to get tickets to the pool seats, bro. We got you.
We
Yeah.
will get to the pool.
I'm jumping in that pool at least one time before they tear it down.
I think
Straight
we
up,
all are gonna go in the pool before
plug
they
up
tear
the
it down.
watering hole, bro. We gon'
Now, if Trevor Lawrence does bring us a Super Bowl, and I see a statue of this man outside the stadium, wouldn't this be a funny thing in the multiverse for me to take a picture and have a jersey up like, hey,
Yes.
and go back and watch these videos 5 years before when I didn't like him all that much.
That's the opposite of where I thought that was going. I thought you were saying if they had built a statue, you were gonna take a sledgehammer and tear it down and be like, nope, we ain't doing another Doug Peterson, Nick Foles, Philly. Nope, take it down.
Yeah, I'm gonna invite Burn out. We both gonna be taking pictures with the Trevor Lawrence statue. You're like, we was wrong. It's okay, man. We got your back, man. I'm sorry I was on your helmet the whole time, but you had to. Maybe it's because I was on your helmet so much and you didn't exceed expectation to make you step up. See, reverse psychology.
Absolutely, bro. The haters were the motivators.
That's right.
Straight up.